Hi learners and welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to this wonderful lecture. We are going to be doing mathematics grade 12 paper 1. Hopefully you will enjoy this paper. Without any further waste of time, at the back of your paper you will find the formula sheet. This is the formula sheet. Some formulas are for paper 1, some they are for paper 2. So you will often refer to the formula sheet if you didn't practice enough. But yeah, so what will be handy, these compound angles and these double angles and the sine rule and the sine rule and the cosine rule and the area rule and so forth, midpoint, distance, gradients, equation of a straight line, equation of a tangent. So you are just spoiled and they give you a formula sheet. Without any further waste of time, we are doing question 1. Question 1 states the data below shows the ages in years of people who visited the library between 8 and 9 on a certain morning. So this data was collected on that morning. When you encounter such problems, make sure that your data is rearranged in a correct order. So this one you don't have to rearrange because it starts from small to the biggest, 3, 4, 4, 5, and all that. Then the first question will say determine the mean. The mean, which is x bar, is going to be the sum of all these things. Sum of all these things over n. Make it thicker, which is equals to, when you add this plus this plus this plus this plus this, what do you get? You have 5, 7, 1. That's the sum of all these things over how many are these terms? Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all over 15, and you're gonna get your mean. What do you get when you punch there? So your answer will be, let me just write underneath, mean is equals to sum of the data over n, which is equals to 571 over 15. When you punch this in your machine, find that the mean is 38,07. Let me see, what was this thing? This one was years, ages in years. So then you just say years because the data stated that. All right. The next question says calculate the median or determine the median of the data. Median is the most middle term. So the most middle term, let's try to count it. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. The middle term is 36. So the median is 36. So interquartile range, which is denoted by IQR, is equals to Q3 minus Q1. We have to find Q3 from this data set. Q3 from this data set. What is Q3? Since you have 15 data, shoop, this is the middle. Q3, you have 3 here. You also have 3 here. This is Q1. Q1 is 5. You have 3 here. You have 3 here. Q3 is 66. This is Q1. This is Q3. This one is Q2. So, what is interquartile range? It is going to be Q3 minus Q1, which is 66 minus 5. What did you get? 61 years. Okay. All right. I did show you in class how to calculate the standard deviation. You can just punch this calculator. We can punch this data. Press mode if you're using Casio mode, then choose stats, and then choose like one the data which is having one variable, and then plot the data. You will say equals to. Then to recall the data, you go to shift, and then you recall from 1, which is stats, and then you choose standard deviation is like this in your calculator. So I don't know if you got it right, but you should get the standard deviation. It should be this deviation, which is going to be 26.388. So if you want me to make a video about the standard deviation using a calculator, just comment standard deviation video. Just comment that standard deviation video. Okay, so now you are required to draw the box and whisker diagram. Let me erase here. Box and whisker diagram. Box and whisker diagram. Think we are good. So look at this data. What is the minimum? Let's do the 5 number summary first. Minimum. The minimum value is 3. Then what is Q1? Q1 is 5. Then Q2 is 36. Q3 is 66. That's a 5 number summary. Q3 is equals to 66. And then look at the maximum is 82. The maximum value, the maximum value is 82. Okay. After all this information, we can easily illustrate it in our number line. Just draw a nice, beautiful number line, and then our minimum value. Our minimum value is 3, and then our maximum, you can have your counter or something, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70, 80. Okay, so the minimum here, it is 3. It is 3. Some they do like this. And then Q1 is 5. 5 is somewhere here. You see, 5 is somewhere here. Q1 is here, which is 5. And Q2 is somewhere here, which is 36. And then Q3 is somewhere here, which is 66. So we join these things. Okay. You see that? Pardon me, my untidiness. And then maximum is 82. You see? It is here. So you join it like this. Let me write it nicely. You see? That's a box and whisker. Some they just do like this, a point, and then they do the whole thing. Okay, so this is a box and whisker, and then they will ask you by making a reference to the box and whisker diagram, comment on the skewness. The skewness of this thing, because you see that which one is more. So you compare, is it symmetrical? Is it skewed to the left? Is it skewed to the right? So this one is positively skewed. Positively skewed. Oops. Skewed. This one is positively skewed. Then is there another question? Okay. We are going to the next question. Question 3. Try to pause and attempt it and watch the corrections afterwards. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel. It motivates us to post future content like this. So yes, 14 learners attended a geometry training course spread over 12 Saturdays. Learners wrote a geometry test at the end of the course. One learner was absent for this test. The number of Saturdays attended and the mark as a percentage each learner obtained for the test are shown in the table below. These are number of Saturdays attended. So there's 12 and there's 11, there's 10 and all that. So calculate the equation of the least squares regression line. So what's the least square of regression line? Which one is the least? Which one is the least? Which one is the least? Talk to me. Okay, I don't know if you guys have this, but you will start by determining A, which is equals to 22.26252159, and B is equals to 5.8. I'll show you how I got this. 00173. So then the equation of the least squares regression. So you will easily say this is the equation of least square regression. Sometimes you can plot the scatter plot of this thing and see what you got. You get 5.90x plus 22.26. This is what you got. I will show you. And then calculate the correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is denoted by R. So when you put these values and solve them, I'll show you, don't worry guys. For now, I'm just correcting you since you paused the thing and wrote it 0.92. If you are having challenge with this one, you can skip it and do other questions, but I will definitely explain. So 2.3, comment the strength of the regression between the variance. Okay, look at the value of correlation coefficient. It is close to 1. It is close to 1. So since this thing is close to 1, you can easily say that there is a strong, let me just create a room so that I write properly, guys. Let me create room. Don't worry, I will explain these things. There is a very strong relationship between them, right? Or you can say between the variables. Okay, so here they said, okay, this one, may we do it may we do it like last, may this be the last question we do, because now I'm pushing you to do a lot of things while you still focus, right? Okay, we are moving to question 3. Question 3, read and try to do it by yourself. Okay, this is another one. Let me read with you. It says in the diagram below, P, Q, R, and S are the vertices of a quadrilateral with PS parallel to QR. PS parallel to QR, and M is 0 and 4. M is the y-intercept, and N are the y, or M and M are the y-intercept. So QR, what about QR? You see when QR is line QR and PS respectively. PS is this one. Okay, those two lines are parallel, are produced, and okay, the T is produced so that it cuts here. This is T. Okay, calculate the gradient of RS. This is easy marks. Gradient of RS, they mean this line. So you just use the formula for gradient, which states that M is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Oops, don't mess around with this thing and making x to be y and y to be x. So for RS, the coordinate that we are going to use is R, which is 4 and 2, and S, which is 2 and 1. So this can be y2, y1. This is x2, x1. So when you proceed, you will easily say this is equals to y2 is 1 minus 2 all over 2 minus 4. And then you punch this in your machine, find that the gradient is equals to 1 over 2. Oops. Okay. Proceed. Then the next question will say, given the equation of PQ, you see, PQ is this one. Yeah, this is PQ. PQ, let me use a different color just for fun. PQ. So this is the equation of PQ. Calculate with reasons the length of PQ. They need the length of PQ. Let's dive into it. Since we know that the equation of PQ, let me take the equation of PQ, 2y plus x plus 12. 2y is equals to x plus 12. So y is equals to 1 over 2 x plus 6. I divided everything by 2. So this gradient is 1 over 2, meaning it's also parallel to this one, because it is also 1 over 2, and then that makes this thing a parallelogram of some sort. Okay, then after getting that, they want what? Calculate the length of PQ. After getting that, you can easily say, let me show you, because this thing is a parallelogram. M PQ is equals to M RS, right? Why is that equal? Because we just calculated it and it's 1 over 2. So that will make these two lines parallel. So this means that line PQ is parallel to RS, line RS. You see? So after getting that, and then you can just say, what's this thing? PQ RS is a parallelogram, right? is a parallelogram. So this line will be equal to this line. You can just do that. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. So when it is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. You have to write that thing down. Opposite sides are equal. Right, then you will calculate PQ using RS because these sides are equal. Therefore, PQ is equal to RS. How to find RS? RS is equal to square root of distance formula. Remember it, x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. You know the distance formula. Come on, you're in grade 12. You know the distance formula. Then you proceed. The coordinates of RS, you have them, right? You have them written down. Pause, write them down. This is x1, x2, and all those things. So we're going to say 4 minus 2 . 4 minus 2 close bracket whole squared plus what? Let's go back. 2 minus 1. Okay. Over 2 minus 1 all squared. When you punch this, what's the value? What did you get when you punch? Root 5. I got root 5. Okay, then let's proceed. The next question, what are they looking for? Question 3.3. Determine the equation of PT in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Where is that PT? PT. We're looking for the equation of this guy. Right? We have a point. We have 2 points here. Because they told us that this thing cuts what's this thing? Cuts the x-axis. Let me check something. Okay, no, we don't have to do that. PT is parallel to this one, so we can find the gradient of this one, and meaning we already found the gradient of this one, and then we use this point to solve this thing. Let's try to find the m here, m of Rm, which is equal to 4 minus 2 over 0 minus 4. So this is the formula for gradient. After getting the gradient, what's the gradient here? Punch in your calculator or solve it. 4 minus 2 is 2. So gradient is minus 1 over 2. Okay, after getting that minus 1 over 2, we can use this formula. Y equals to mx plus c, or anyway, y equals to mx plus c. Let me write down there. Okay, let me write down there. Y equals to mx plus c. We are using these coordinates 2 and 1. 2 and 1. The gradient is minus 1 over 2. So we substitute the 2 and 1. The y is 1. The gradient minus 1 over 2. X is 2. 2 plus c. And then it is going to be minus 1. When you transpose, c is going to be 2. Then when you substitute the equation, you will easily say y equals to mx plus c. What is m? Minus 1 over 2x plus 2. That's our equation. Then the next question, question 4. Hence or otherwise determine the value, the coordinates of n. Coordinates of n. Hence, when they are saying hence, they are trying to tell us that we ought to use our previous answer. We are looking for this one. This one is what? It is a y-intercept indeed. And then you have the formula, which is y equals to minus 1 over 2x plus what? Plus 2. So coordinate of A, C is the y-intercept. So n is going to be 0 and 2. Hopefully you are getting it. Let's proceed. Calculate with reasons the sizes of R and X. R and X. R and X. This is going to be nice. You see the mark allocation. Okay, we are looking for this one. R and S. R. Let me construct R and S. This is what we are looking for. Okay, how can we do it? We can find this angle MT2 or sine 10 theta equals to M. You can just say 10 T2 is equals to, the T2 is here, that's the theta, is equals to M, and the M is for this line, right? Which was minus 1 over 2. Now you have the theta of this one using this. T2 is shift inverse. Now you're having the theta of this one, which will give you 153. So having that in our toolbox, it's going to help us determine other angles. So R and S. Okay, having that said, we can find, what else can we find from the equation? And then we have y is equals to 2. The value of y here is 2, meaning the distance here is 2. And then we have the distance here. You can find the distance here. And then, yeah, can use R and S. This is like this, shoop, R and where is S? Yeah, this is what they are looking for. With that, we notice that these two lines are parallel because n is 2 and the y value here is 2. So we have to start with NTO. So NTO is this one. NTO, this is N, this is N. NTO. NTO is 180 minus this thing, or you can use co-interior because we just discovered that this thing it's parallel. You can use co-interior, which is R and S is equals to 180 minus this angle. You're using co-interior minus 153. Okay, we proceed. As you are doing this paper, when you encounter problems, note them down. We are going to discuss in class. Okay. Question 4. In the diagram below shows a circle with a center O. At an origin, AB is the diameter of the circle. The straight line ACD meets the tangent EBD to the circle with D. The coordinate of B, E, which is 3 and 4. This is what this one is here, 3 and 4, and E, it's over there, respectively. Determine the coordinate of A. What's special about A? Okay, A is easy because you see that this is 3 and 4. B is 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. So this is a rotation about 180 degrees. So if you did rotation, this is going to be, because you can even tell by looking at these marks, it's only 2 marks. You can just say A is equals to minus 3 and 4. So when there's a rotation, 180 degrees. So this is the coordinate. Okay, let's proceed. Determine the equation of the line passing through A, B, and C. Let's look at the line passing where? A, B, and okay, what are you looking for? Determine the equation of the circle, not the equation of a line. Equation of a circle. So finding an equation of a circle, the circle is centered at the origin. You see, it's easy that way. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared is equals to r squared. How can you find r? You have this triangle, you have 3 here, you have minus 4. So you see, and this is r. How can you find r? Using theorem of Pythagoras. R is equals to x squared plus y squared, so which is 5. R is going to be 5. So, but you're not looking for R, you're looking for the equation of the circle. The equation of a circle is equals to x squared plus y squared is equals to 5. Is it 5 squared? What was the height? It's 5 squared. And then 5 squared is 25. So x squared plus y squared equals to 25. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, the next question states that it is given that AD is the root 125 units. Calculate the length of BD. Okay, let me show you AD. Let me show you AD. Do you see AD? Okay, AD is this one, and the value is given as what? Root 125. Root 125. Root 125, and then units. Calculate the length of BD. You are looking for BD. Where is BD? It's this one. So you know the length of this one. So it's going to be, this one is going to be 10, right? And this is a triangle. You see, this is 10, this is root 125. So R squared equals to x squared plus y squared. So R squared is root 125 equals to 10 squared plus, what's this thing? And yeah, it's BD plus BD squared. BD squared. See? Okay, then now you solve for BD. The rest is history, guys. Transpose that side and you will end up finding BD as 5. Right? Okay. Let's continue with the next question. Calculate the area of ABD. Area of ABD. Area of ABD. You know the lengths now. So area of a triangle, it's half base times height, which is half times, what's the base? Talk to me, guys. What's the base from this thing? The base, we just calculated it, and this is the base, this is the height. So what's the base? Okay, comment the base there. You look at something. Base is 5, so area is equals to half base times height is equals to half. What's the base? It is 5. What's the height? It is the length we calculated. I'm not gonna do it. Time multiply by a h squared. Okay, then let's just take a break from here. We will continue with this question in part 2 of the paper. Then we will proceed from this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll do part 2 with reloading. Thank you.